Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of NewBQ. As you can see, I still have a cast splint thing on. That's because the video that went up, would be last week for you guys, was actually 2 days ago when I filmed it. And then it came out yesterday, and today I'm just at home. I didn't really have anything to do, so I'm gonna do some cooking. I'm gonna try to do some one-handed cooking for you guys because I don't have anything else to do, I guess, so whatever. But today we're gonna try, I got the charcoal started here, getting the grill, or the smoker ready. The smoker ready. And we're gonna try to do something a little different. I had a chuck roast, and I was kind of looking up some recipes and stuff about a chuck roast and how to do it, and I thought, I want to smoke it, and then I'll put it in the crock pot with some potatoes and some carrots and do a full roast. But then I thought, let's do something a little different. I've seen a lot of people doing different things with a chuck roast, so I'm gonna try something that's not normally done. I've also heard people call this the poor man's brisket, which I can see why, but I think I'm gonna cook it more like a steak or that kind of nature. But I'm gonna put it on a smoker for probably like an hour, maybe two, and then I'm gonna take it off, and a little bit later when the family gets home and we get ready to eat, I'm gonna take that off. Well, actually I'll have it off already, so I'll take it out of probably the refrigerator, wherever I have it, and then I'm gonna put it on my Weber, and we're just going to char the outside of it, kind of bring it up to temperature, and then I'm just going to cut it up or slice it up like a steak. We're also still going to cook potatoes and carrots, but I'm just not going to do it like a roast, like a pot roast in a crock pot kind of thing. I'm just going to do it a little bit different. We're just going to see how it turns out. I've never done this before. I've never even cooked a pot roast or a chuck roast myself ever, so this will be different. This will be completely interesting to see how this turns out. I got a plan in my head. I'm just not 100% sure how it's going to end up. So anyway, the charcoal is getting ready. It's almost ready. As soon as it's ready, we're gonna pour it in, and we'll let that thing heat up for a little bit, and then we'll get the grates cleaned and everything, and then I will show you how I'm gonna season this thing up, and then we're gonna slap her on and get her cooking. All right, so stay tuned. Also, update, we wanted to talk about my hand. I know some people have questions. I still am getting pins in my hand. Unfortunately, it's not going to be till tomorrow, which will be Friday. I go tomorrow morning and I have the surgery done. It's like an outpatient surgery. And then I'm still out of work for like another week. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do any cooking. I'm not sure what to expect. I know I'm going to have a different dressing on my hand than this, so it might be interesting on what goes on. I actually have to run sound for a outdoor graduation ceremony Monday night, I think it is. So that'll be even interesting too, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna lift stuff up and hook stuff up. My wife's pretty good at helping, so hopefully she'll help me a lot on that. But anyway, let's get back to cooking. All right, as you can see, I'm trying to mount my camera here, but we'll show you the charcoal's good and going. I don't know about some of y'all, but I don't like to have that. I just about grabbed it with my hand. I don't like to have my charcoal super white hot before I dump it in. I like it kind of right in the state it's in now, where there's flames coming out, and then that way it tends to last a little longer that way, because if it's already white hot, then it's going to burn super quick. So anyway, let's get this thing dumped. All right, there we go. Now we're just going to let that sucker get nice and warm. We're going to throw in another oak log. I got an oak log set out somewhere. And, oh, there, look, try here. We're going to throw an oak log in here in just a little bit, but we'll let that get nice and hot, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I do apologize. I'm trying to hold this camera with my other hand, and it's basically like holding it on with like 2 fingers. So if it's shaky or whatever, I do apologize. But I'll start off with some of my favorite stuff, the Code 3 Spices Grunt Rub. I don't know if you can see that. Here you go. I do apologize for the lighting too. I don't have very good lighting in here today. But anyway, this is basically an SPG, just a salt, pepper, garlic mixture. I'm gonna do it pretty light, And then actually, you know what we'll do? We'll do this first. Let's do this. This is my new plan. We'll use this stuff. This is the same thing. Code 3 spices. This is the 5-0 rub. This is the sweet and zesty. So we're gonna put a little of this on first. I think that's what we'll do. Because this stuff, the reason I'm doing it is because this stuff's a little bit finer. It's a little more finer. I don't know. Like I said, this lighting is terrible today, but it's a finer product. So I'm just gonna kind of real lightly just sprinkle some of this on just to give it some flavor. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the side. Anyway, we'll put a little there. Not really sure how this is gonna work, folks. I don't know if I've oh, there we go. See if I can just dribble it down the side, maybe. Maybe. No? Okay. Not really working out. Maybe if I can, what I'll do is I'll just do one of these numbers. Maybe? Maybe? Kind of working? Kind of working? Yeah! Look at that! So maybe that's what we'll do. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll just put it on the... Sorry, I keep moving the camera away. I'm trying to hold my arm in a weird position. This is becoming quite an ordeal. I didn't think it'd be that big a deal, but I was wrong. Very much so wrong. That looks pretty good. I'll put a little bit more here. My hands are all getting all nasty. I'm gonna have to wash my hands before I do the next step. Okay. So, gonna pat that in, let that meat soak that up. Flip her over. Do a little bit more on the back here. Oh no. Came out. I'm gonna rub this one. I usually don't really prefer to rub. I prefer to just kind of dab. But I got that kind of clumpy, so didn't really want that much of this on there. And also this giant clump come out. All right, so grunt rub, little SPG. Just gonna put a little bit on top. Maybe. May have to use the other side. Okay, same thing. This stuff I'm not going to worry as much on the sides. I just want to just give it a good coat of the SPG. I like calling it SPG. That seems like what everybody else calls it. Ooh, that was a little much. Whatever. It'll work. Some of that's going to cook off anyway. Alright. There she is. There's the finished seasoned meat. I'm gonna go take it out and slap her on for a little bit, and we're gonna put a meat probe in it too, because like I said, I don't want it to actually get very hot. I really just want it to soak up a bunch of smoke, and then later on we will put it on the grill and cook it. So unfortunately, since we're gonna cook it like a steak, I gotta cook it a little darker because my wife probably won't eat it if it's too red, but we will cook it probably more to like a medium well. I don't think I can do it well. I will probably lose my mind if I have to eat a well done steak, which is crazy because that's used to how I like my steaks. Was like to have them nice and burnt, just burnt all the way across, and maybe not burnt, but just done. You know what I mean? But I don't like that anymore. So, all right. So, anyway, there she is. Nice, beautiful piece of meat. Got about 300 degrees. We're just going to take it off and we're going to slap it right in there. I'm going to shut the door and then I'm going to go get my meat probe, and then we'll put the meat probe in as soon as we can. So let's do that. Crack her open here. Ooh, she's nice and good looking down there in that fire. Slap it right there. Shut it. Now I'm going to go get my meat probe. All right, crack her open here. I need to do some cleaning on this grill, some good serious cleaning. I'm gonna put it on this side. I don't know if I can do it one-handed. Oh, okay, there we go. It's good enough. All right, so get that shut. I got dirt and grease and stuff spilled all over it. All right, now I got my hand washed. I got the meats on, the thermometer's in. I'm gonna throw this oak log on real quick. So let's just open this up. Yeah, it looks like it's going pretty good. Now, this will raise my temperature up a bit, but I get that nice oaky flavor. Alright, so I want to check on my temperatures. I got it set for the alarm for about 110, so between 100 and 110 is where I'm going to take it off. Okay, so anyway, it's about 84 degrees, so it's been on for 30 minutes or so. Hopefully we'll get to that 100 and 110 here pretty soon. We're just going to take a quick look. Oh man, that's really hard to do. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Whew, that hurt. Anyway, just gonna let it go for a little while longer. We'll just keep checking back with it. Seems like everything's going good. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this. Let's see. How about, not too bad. We'll set it in here. That way I don't have too far to go with it. I gotta get something to get it out. Hopefully that works. Alright. We are at 105, so we didn't quite get to 110, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. I wanted to get between 100 and 105. I just didn't want to really, God, I can't talk. I wanted to get between 100 and 110, so 105 right in the middle, perfect. And now I'm going to pull it off, and then we will actually grill it later. So now what basically all we did is we just, see how nice and loose that is? Perfect. Okay. So all we really did was let that sucker get some smoke, and then later we're going to grill that sucker up. Alright, so let's get this sucker wrapped up, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator. Alright, well, welcome back to the channel. It has been several hours since we took the piece of meat off the smoker, my chuck roast. I got the charcoal going again for the Weber, and we're going to put that on here in just a little bit. We're going to let it get nice and hot in there. We're going to put it on the Weber, or put the charcoal. I messed that all up, didn't I? I'm going to put the charcoal, I'm going to put it in the Weber, and I'm going to get that piece of meat, and then we're going to put it on the Weber, and then we're just going to cook it up like we cook a steak, like a big old fat steak. And then when we're done with it, we'll take it inside and we're just going to slice it up, put a little steak sauce on there, some barbecue sauce, whatever, and then we're going to eat it just like that. My wife is inside. She is getting ready to start making our side dishes, just some potatoes and some carrots, stuff like that. So as soon as we get it, the charcoal all nice and ready, I'm going to go get the piece of meat, and we'll get this sucker grilled up for you guys, and then we'll eat this sucker. I'm ready. My family's home, as you can probably hear in the background, and we're all starving. So we're gonna get this ball rolling, if you will. All right. Yes, this is not working out well for me. Okay, so I got our piece of meat. It was been in the fridge for a couple hours. Now, you don't have to put it in the fridge for a couple hours. You can just take it off and put it back, I guess. I mean, the fridge is just because I knew it was going to be a while before we actually ate. I wanted to do it this morning. I had some things I had to do this afternoon, so I wanted to smoke it for a little bit. I put it in the refrigerator for a while, and then now that we're all home and we're getting ready for supper, now I want to go ahead and grill it up and finish it off, basically. So I don't know, it may have hurt the process, it may have helped the process, I'm not really sure. I've never done this before, but that was kind of why I did it the way I did it, was just because I kind of split up my cooking time, because I knew it would take an hour or two on the smoker, and then it'll take 20, 30, 40 minutes on here. So I knew I wasn't gonna have that much time this afternoon to finish it and do it all or whatever. So that's why I did it the way I did it, is basically what I'm trying to say. So now that it's out here, the Weber grill is good to go. I'm gonna open up our little wrap here, and we're gonna throw this sucker right on. So I'm gonna set you down. It's gonna take me more than one hand. All right. Oh man, look at that. Looks pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set her on. Got her nice and warmed up. Now, just gonna take it right off there with my hand, and we're just gonna set it right like that. Actually, let's just set it right on there. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up. Now, we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit longer, and I'll keep checking on it, check our temperatures and stuff, and then hopefully it won't take us that long. Alright, finally getting some color on her. Got her flipped once already. Now we're just gonna let it, I flipped it over and get little cross marks on the top there, and then I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it over here, and we'll finish it off that way. That way it gets an internal temp back up. But that's looking pretty good. Alright, let's check the temp. This thing should be pretty close to done. You know what, I keep forgetting, I got a little hook on here now. Put a little hook there. Alright, let's check the temperature on this bad boy. Alright. Ooh, look at that, 151 there. That's about where we want it. Yep. Alright, so I want it between like 150, 160-ish, and we're just about mid 150s. So, shut that off. And we're gonna pull this sucker off. And here I'm gonna put this real close, because if I don't, I'm gonna drop it. I know it. It's a one-handed thing. See, I can't even get underneath it. There we go. And then we're going to take her in, we're going to get her cut up. So I really wanted to tell you guys a little trick. You see how much charcoal is still in there? There's quite a lot of charcoal. Now, I've noticed some people that just like let the vents open and the top of your vent open and just burn it off, which I've done before. That's actually how I used to do it all the time. But then I realized a little trick. If you shut your air off on the bottom and the top of your grill, this stuff will all go out and there'll still be charcoal left. Then you could take that charcoal and mix it in with some new charcoal, and then you light everything for the next time you need it. Then you won't go through as much charcoal as fast. Does that make sense? So that way you're still burning this charcoal, because half of what's in here was already in here from the last time I used it. So just kind of a little trick, a little tip, a little something for you. Anyway, let's go get this thing cut up. Alright, so you're probably going to hear the carrots cooking in the background, the microphone going off, but whatever. And I'm not sure how it's going to work. I can't hold it. So you're going to get what you're going to get today. So let's just slice into this bad boy. I'm going to try to thinly slice it. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Look at that. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice heavy smoke ring. Sweet. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So, I'll put this here. I'm just going to try to hold it down while I slice this. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Make sure it's a good cut. Okay. Looky there, it looks like a big old chunk of steak. Pretty nice.
Yum.
Alright, that's what she looks like. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Nice smoke ring there. That's that pinkish reddish line you see there is that smoke ring. That's pretty nice, pretty beautiful. So anyway, we're gonna get the sucker cut up, and then we'll plate it up, and then we'll get you a little shot of that too. Alright, there she be. There it is. We got some potatoes, some carrots, and my steak, if you call it that, or the poor man's brisket, however you want to call it, the chuck steak. But my plating needs a little help, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm doing it all one-handed. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna eat this sucker. All right, that is it for me. That was delicious. Let me tell you, that worked out well. I've never done any of that. That all kind of just came up. I just kind of made something up what I was going to do. Had a piece of meat, figured try something new. That's it. But anyway, that's it for us, and we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll be doing better. I don't know what I'm going to do. This whole next week is pretty much just out of the question. I'll probably be doing nothing, because I'll have a bigger, fuller cast on. So anyway, see you guys next time on another episode of NewBQ Backyard Barbecue and Grilling. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get all the notifications. Don't forget to like this video, and better yet, share it. Share the crap out of it. Let's get everybody to watch these videos. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.